The teenage metalhead inside of me is really happy to do this video today, and for the occasion I also brought my leather jacket, even if outside it's really hot here in Italy. So leave a like if you appreciate the effort. Today we have 4 Jackson guitars in 4 different price range, thanks to strumentimusicali.net. And so let's start opening the first guitar. So the first guitar is a Jackson JS11 Dinky, and it's a guitar really affordable with poplar body and maple neck, amaranth fretboard. I think it's the first guitar that I ever tried with this kind of wood on the fretboard. 22 frets and 2 Jackson ceramic humbuckers, volume, tone, and a 3-way selector switch. It's a really affordable guitar, but I think they could get some nice tones out of it. Let's hear it. These pickups are not that clear, but they're powerful enough to get some nice thrashy guitar tones, and I think you can recognize really easily the next riff. The fingerboard has a 12-inch radius, and the action actually it's not that low, so the setup is not the best setup in the world, I have to say, but it's understandable to the price range. Anyway, even if it's not the most comfortable guitar to play out of the box, but I think there's a good margin to improve it, I could easily play some lead tones and lead lines as well. Second guitar is an SL4X, and this guitar is made in Indonesia. The previous one was made in China. It's a different kind of guitar. This one is a soloist, and it has a neck through construction with a maple neck in a poplar body. The fingerboard is in laurel, 24 frets, compound radius 12 to 16, and 3 mini humbuckers. They are Duncan Design HR 101, and finally we have a Floyd Rose special bridge. We have also a volume and a tone control and a 5-way selector switch that provide us a little bit more versatility that you can hear in the next clip. The sound of this guitar is really precise, I have to say, and really articulated. So you can definitely hear this precision and this articulation in the next clip, and I think you can guess this riff as well. The setup of this guitar is way better than the previous one, and for me it was a lot easier to shred some notes on this guitar, as you can probably see in the next clip. The third guitar is the signature guitar of one of my guitar heroes when I was a teenager, but still today, and I'm talking about Marty Friedman. And this guitar is the latest Marty Friedman signature model, is MF1, and this is a monarch shape. It's kind of the Les Paul style guitar branded by Jackson. This one is made in Indonesia and features a mahogany body, mahogany neck, and an amaranth fingerboard. We have two EMG Marty Friedman signature pickups, a 3-way selector switch, and the usual 4 knobs setup like a traditional Les Paul. The guitar has a really nice sound, so let's start with the clean tones. These pickups are Alnico 5, so they're not that aggressive, but still they have a nice bite, and I think you can appreciate the next rhythm clip. The fretboard has a 12-inch radius and the scale is a little bit shorter than the previous models, and it's really comfortable to play, I have to say. Although I don't have a huge stretching, my hand doesn't stretch a lot, but I couldn't help to try to play some passage that probably you are really familiar with, so apologize if it was a little bit messy, but still I had to do it. So I think you can guess which part of which solo I was trying to emulate. Fourth guitar is a Jackson Pro Soloist SL3, and this guitar features a basswood body, a maple neck, and ebony fretboard. This guitar actually is the paradise for your fingerprints, as you can probably see, but this mirror finish, it's pretty stunning, I have to say. For sure, this guitar is not anonymous at all. We have 3 pickups, this time by Seymour Duncan, a TB6 and a custom flat Strat, that if I'm not mistaken, these are the same pickups that Charvel used on the DK24. We also have a Floyd Rose 1000 bridge, a volume, tone and a 5-way selector switch for a nice versatility, especially for the clean tones, as you can hear in the next clip. I found the sound of this guitar to be pretty beefy, but still articulated, as you can hear in the next rhythm clip. The setup of this guitar is not bad at all, and I think it's really comfortable to play actually, and I think you can hear it in the next clip. To say, I got really excited playing these guitars. It reminded me of my thrash metal teenage era of my life, period of my life. So since I was this excited, I couldn't help to write a little mini song to try all of these guitars out, and I'm really excited to show you guys. I hope that you really dig the next track. So what do I think about these guitars? Starting with the first guitar, I think it's one of the best guitars I've ever tried on this price range. Usually I'm not really happy to play super cheap guitars, and actually I recently made a video about that was kind of discouraging on people to buy super cheap guitars. But I have to say that this Jackson Dinky, it's well made. It's well made, really well made, and it sounds good as well. It didn't feel like a super cheap guitar at all for me. Of course, the setup was not great. The action was really high, and so it's not super. It's not the best guitar playability wise of the lot, but still I think it sounds good. I think it feels good for this price range, of course. And I think if you are really in a super tight budget and maybe you are really into metal and stuff like that, that can be a nice guitar to have and to start to starting out, if you're a beginner and you want to dive in the world of electric guitars, I do not have a lot of money to spend. The second guitar, the SL4X, is probably one of my favorite ones. It has still a great quality for the price. It's a little bit more expensive, of course, than the previous one. This one is made in Indonesia, and feeling wise, I think it was great. It really clicked with me, and as soon as I picked it up, I was like, okay, this guitar is really nice. Of course, it's not perfect. For example, the fret job, it's not amazing, I have to say, and also there's a weird resonance when I was playing a C sharp on the guitar. I don't know why, and I don't know actually how to fix it. I think you can fix that, but I just wanted to point that out. Other than that, and of course the Floyd Rose that gave me some trouble because now here is really hot and humid, so for the recording of this video I had to record for more than one day, so I had to tune the guitar up kind of frequently, but I think it's normal, you know, when you have this weather, it's what you can do about that. But apart from that, the guitar I think was really performing great. As I said before, maybe it's the guitar that I enjoy the most playing. Everything from the proportions, the neck shape, and everything was perfect for my taste. So I think that for this price, it's a great guitar for sure. Third guitar, the Marty Friedman one, I think it's really cool and it has an amazing look. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me, but I think it looks stunning. The shorter scale length also, it's really comfortable. The action was kind of low, maybe too much, but it was really comfortable to play, and I really enjoy to play through this guitar as well. It's a little bit more expensive than the previous one, but I think you can definitely see some improvements. Also the pickups are nice EMG Marty Friedman pickups, and I think they sound really good. I don't have any particular complaint to do on this guitar. There are some little aesthetic flaws, but they're really minor stuff, and I think for this price range this guitar is really a great bargain. Finally, the fourth guitar, the SL3 with the mirror finish. It's the most expensive one of the four, by far actually, by not that little amount of money. It's almost double the price of the Marty Friedman one, and I don't really see that price difference. And the thing that actually surprised me a little bit is that it's made in China. And it's kind of weird that the most expensive one is made in China. And there's nothing wrong about a made in China product, but for me it was a little bit weird because it doesn't happen quite often. Anyway, the guitar is really well built and well constructed. Nice attention to details, the level of the materials is higher, you have ebony fretboard, you have Seymour Duncan pickups, and everything is fine. But for me it had a little bit less magic than the other two guitars that I was mentioned before, you know, the Indonesian ones, so the Marty Friedman and the SL4. I don't know why, actually. It's just a feeling, perception, so it's a personal thing. I don't want to say that is a rule and that can be true for anybody, but for me, even if the guitar was, you know, perfect, it didn't click with me, you know, it's just that. And also I think that the price difference is not really justified because it's a lot of money more than the Marty Friedman, and I don't really see that much of a difference in terms of quality. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If so, leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I want to thank strumentimusicali.net that gave me the opportunity and the chance to try these 4 guitars for you. And that's all for today, and see you next time. Ciao!